this last story that I want to get into, while we're talking about music, was trending. India Arie has also been trending, or her take on Young Miami's song. So let's go to Threads because that's where I first saw this trending. And it says India Arie's criticism of Young Miami's song Spin It has prompted varied responses. Supporters agree with her perspective on the music industry while others defend the track as fun or accuse Arie of selective criticism. The discussion has also drawn comparisons to Arie's own classic song video. So, what did she say exactly? When it comes to this song, I don't like it. I don't care who like it or who don't like it. I don't like it. So it ain't nothing that I'm listening to. It comes on in the radio while I'm driving, and I hit boop, turn.
Rape, but anyway, human trafficking. I'm Janaba.
All y'all promoting that Carisha song, spend that shit. Y'all are the reason why our community's in shambles. We already know that bitch is low vibrational and was trafficking drugs for Diddy. Did y'all forget that she was a part of it and then wrote a pardon letter to the fucking judge? Do y'all not understand what y'all are promoting? And y'all go promote this ghetto ass, trashy ass bitch is crazy work to me. It's crazy work. We got little boys that are getting shot up because they're being profiled, right? As thieves and scammers, and y'all are still outside. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Grow the up. And when you have to make a GoFundMe for your sons, don't come to the internet.
As mentioned on Sunday, BET will air its 2026 BET Awards hosted by Drewski. The night appears to have been appreciated by many viewers, but still has also gained a large amount of critics. Now, one moment in particular is standing out and receiving some backlash when rapper Young Miami, who during the night by Drewski would be presented as having the song of the summer, Spin That, would take to the stage to help present the BET Her Award. Now, as soon as she would come to the stage, the crowd would begin to cheer and sing the lyrics to her current hit. For those who don't know, the course of the song says...
So they were I knew that the song was popular, but I try to like limit my time on social media because I gotta utilize it for work. So I didn't realize like the crowd was doing it when she wasn't even performing. But they have some of the lyrics here. Basically, she's promoting scams and illegal activities. I mean, I don't know how else to say it.
Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Spend that money fast. 20s, 50s, 100s, cash. Boy, go in that Goyard bag. Boosting bitches, where y'all at? Just a flip.
It's the way he reads them lyrics for me.
Pop some tags. Girl, go in that Goyard bag. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Now, for Miami, the moment looked to have felt good, given that she would receive a warm reception from the audience and her peers. Now, despite how it may have appeared on TV, several viewers, including former BET Awards winner India Arie, would criticize the praise that Miami is receiving for a song that some are calling toxic to the Black community and her having a past relationship with Diddy. A user on Threads would write, "This woman stood by and defended a man accused of rape, human trafficking, revenge porn, assault."
Okay, so we can see that. Basically, people are saying that y'all should not be promoting this song. You shouldn't be defending her. You shouldn't be promoting her. It should be forget her because she defended Diddy and all of his wrongdoings. She stood beside him. And he said, and what did y'all do? Give her a song of the summer. Y'all are the reason we'll never be free. Now, the first controversy that I heard about this song was through D1. If you don't know D1, D1 is not a Christian rapper, but he does represent God. He talks about God a lot. He talks about righteousness. He puts that in his music. He's really trying to make positive music and call out people who make music that's unhealthy. And he was like the first person that I saw kind of calling it out and just saying like, we shouldn't be promoting this. This woman is not someone that we should be looking up to. She apparently replied to that post and it says, I finally realized that not everybody wants to get free. And it was a very, very, very rude awakening. Shaking my head because the mass acceptance of this song is a crystal clear sign of this much bigger truth. And I 100% agree with her. I always talk about the Black community because I'm Black. This is what I know. This is what I have always known, this being my community, my culture, my people. It is a very, very, very rude awakening when you realize that people don't want to get free. And I'm not even saying like because of the music, I'm saying because of the politics. Not everybody wants to be free, but we also have to remember that not everybody is going to be free. If you study the Bible, if you're coming from a spiritual place, you know that the Israelites, everybody didn't make it to the promised land. Some people had to be left behind. Some people chose to be behind. Some people longed for enslavement. And that's basically what we're seeing today. People long for the enslavement because they are looking for chains. And that is just not what slavery is now. There are no chains. So they're longing for these things that are really enslaving them. I don't believe that people have to like what I like. I don't have to like what they like. However, there is a common ground that I feel like we're losing as a community, the ability to disagree respectfully. So this shouldn't even have been controversial because it was just her opinion. She didn't say anything about Young Miami as a person. She's really just talking about the music. That doesn't even mean what the drill rap people rap about is okay. Everybody talks about how bad the men's music is. And I'm using men like very broadly, like meaning like the drill rap, calling women bitches and hoes and that type of thing. That's been talked about forever, but some things just shouldn't be defended, in my opinion. And just because I'm saying that this is bad, I'm not saying other things that are bad are good. I'm just talking about this specifically. And I think that's where some of the controversy came because people wanted to deflect and talk about something other than what India Arie was talking about. But let's continue with this video. Someone says, are you surprised they still eat McDonald's? She said, no, I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed. So this person says, I'm calling for a boycott of Young Miami song Spin That. I believe is degrading to our culture. At some point, we have to take seriously the power music has over our perception and the value it reinforces. This can't be the song of the summer. Now, this is the thing. People are basically attributing this woman's comment to India Arie. And they're like basically conflating the two, saying India Arie called for a boycott when in actuality she didn't. It was this person on Threads because this kind of unfolded on Threads. That's how I came into knowledge of the topic. So she also says, I spent my entire adult life caring way too much because I finally learned that not everybody cares with a capital C, and explaining it to them is not going to make them care. Everything you listen to, see, or eat is going to influence you. So make wise choices, y'all. That was her message, right? And it got totally blown
So
out of
make
proportion.
wise choices, y'all.
Us as black people right now, you know how dumb we look? Because he got him a beautiful, black, influential woman, Young Miami, to make a hit song that's super catchy, that's glorifying scamming, shoplifting, and street life. And people who know better in the culture are too afraid to say something because they don't want to seem like a hater. Then when white people start jamming to her, we not even offended no more. Watch this. We like, oh, she lit, invite her to the barbecue. But she not worried about if her grandkids going to become scammers or shoplifters or caught up in the streets. That's something we got to.
Now I don't agree with that now. Why she ain't gotta worry about it? That ain't a black people problem, that's a people problem. So he's off with it. And D1, you the homie, but you off
Got to
with
worry
that
about
one.
with our kids. Because, of course, we make it cool first.
Okay, my role model was Felicia.
Of Right Plus News, I'm John Ab.
And so for that song of the summer, I won't be listening.
Where are my scamming ass niggas at? Niggas only fast, 20 understand. Boy, they come your
So this is disturbing. Number one, your kids shouldn't be listening to this. Number two, they singing the unedited version. And you're filming it, laughing it, and they standing there just like the folks in the club be, just like that. The kids get this stuff from their parents. Now, my kids have heard this song in the radio. They think she's saying spinach. I'm never playing a Young Miami song. in my car. Just let's be clear on that. But I do listen to the radio, and this song comes on the radio, and like I said at the beginning of the video, every time it come on, I do that. But the few times that my children have heard it, they think she's saying spinach as in the vegetable. My 9-year-old was like, why she singing about spinach? So they don't know the unedited version. I would never play that in their presence. And just to see that these kids singing it, they don't understand what they're singing, but they've been exposed to that enough to the point where they know the lyrics and know the unedited lyrics. So I don't know if they're seeing it online because they all got devices and phones, or if they're listening to it at home. But this right here, this is a parenting problem. Like, you're laughing because they're saying boosting bitches where y'all at. That is not funny. And if this is the parenting, we fucking doomed. And that go for anybody that parent their kids like this. That's horrible. You are a trash ass parent. Since we cussing, you're a trash ass parent to let your children sing this, to record it, laugh at them, then post it. It's no wonder they acting like that. That's not Young Miami fault. Is her song horrible? Yes. But she's not responsible for this. And so that kind of brings in that conversation about, separating the art from the artist. Is it their responsibility to perform a certain way, a moral standard, or whatever? That's not their jobs, but we do feel a way when they do things or when they put out this terrible music. So it's not Young Miami's fault. Does that mean she should make the music like this, promoting that type of lifestyle? No, but we'll get into this.
Nigga says, spend that money.
Now, I am only showing these children because this is on this hype video. I don't believe in showing other people's children without their permission. I don't like when content creators show children online in their news because you're not their parent and you shouldn't do that. I try to protect kids in that way, especially if it's some type of negative coverage. I don't agree with these children's faces being in these videos, whether their parents put it out there or not. That's not for you to put out and commentate on, especially in a way that would bring negative attention to their child. I'm just not feeling it, but this is really terrible. This is absolutely terrible.
That 25th is hard to guess. Girl gonna go, yeah, bet. Booties need just way, yeah, bet. Stuff not shit, yeah, bet. Just to sit and pop some tags. Girl gonna go, yeah, bet. Spin this shit. Spin this shit.
Following our
And a mama like singing, act like what? What? India Arie responded to someone else's comments, and people were trying to say that it was her fault. Like they were coming for her. So she ended up making a statement, basically like addressing all the backlash. And I have some screenshots of that. I want to pull them up so I can show them to you. But it's two parts to it. So she actually didn't, like I said, she didn't say that there was a boycott, but people were like getting onto her for that. As a matter of fact, let's see what some of them were saying before I go to her statement on it. Some of what people are saying, let's look at Threads because that's where it went down. Although I agree with India Arie, you mean to tell me she skipped past Sexy Red music? This isn't India's first rodeo. She did speak on her music and got the same reaction then. She also spoke on Janelle Monáe, flashing her breasts around. Somebody said, I think Spin It was just her last straw. Another user said, aside from the shitty song, a lot of y'all conveniently forgot that Young Miami publicly supported Diddy during his trial and even wrote a letter to the judge asking for him to be released. The support for her music should have stopped long before spending it. What's confusing me is watching people attack India Arie in the name of women's empowerment while defending a woman who seems to be actively working against this. Someone said, is it really nuanced? Because it's not for me. There's a black woman, India Arie, who fought the industry to number one, make music that celebrates black love, life, black healing, and whose music stopped me from taking my own life multiple times. And then there's a black woman who fought to silence the victims of an abuser and rapist, whose summer anthem is being used as an opportunity for her redemption. But redemption ain't repentance. The nuance you seek is just you feeling the absence of your integrity. She ate with that too. India is still responding to people's comments. Somebody said, y'all being mad at India Arie is why I truly believe we have a literacy crisis. Some people are saying Young Miami responded because she retweeted a tweet that supported the song. It says, enough. There have been so many more successful songs about murder, the disrespect of women, drug use, dealing, etc. But Carisha's song about chicks no stealing from what you can infer to be major corporations at that, and tricking is the problem with our community. Please. And Young Miami reposted it. But this is the thing. More than one thing can be true at a time, and there is a lot of conversation, a lot of books, a lot of things that have been made and created, and people have talked about this at length about all these songs that degrade women, that degrade our community. And even if they do exist, that doesn't take away the fact that somebody has an opinion about this song. And the way folks have been on India Arie's back about this is really horrible. And it just kind of shows me just how not just this, but even the Love Island stuff too, which I want to make a video about. Like, the internet is not fun anymore. It used to be a fun place, a place where people really connected, really shared their creativity, shared bits and pieces of their lives, and it is just not fun anymore. People are so negative, people are mean, people are rude, people comment things that they would never say to somebody's face. When you really could just scroll on. If you don't like something, you can block somebody if you don't want to see them. You don't have to engage in everything so negatively. And I just feel like for me, I've had to really change the way that I interact with social media and treat it like this is a job. This is not where I have fun anymore. I have fun creating my content and I put it out. But if I get a negative comment, if I get a comment with somebody that doesn't agree with me, like, I'm not going to go back and forth with a stranger. I used to do that, but it's like, you could be a bot for all I know. Because there's the dead internet theory, and that a lot of these people aren't even real. So you don't even know if what you're interacting with is even coming from a real person. So I think we're just at a point where we have to change. Social media is going to have to, I don't believe it's going anywhere, but we just have to change the way we interact with it, because the landscape has changed, the environment has changed. And that's not even adding the influx of advertising and like the bots, and it's just a lot. Surveillance, censorship. Also, groupthink is really ruining society as well, and that is contributing to us not being able to respectfully disagree, or even just choosing not to engage with something that you disagree with. There's no reason people should have dogpiled on India Arie for commenting under someone else's post. It's not like she went out and made a statement on this. And that was some of the things that she was noting too. Like, this didn't even originate from me. I commented under somebody else's post. So this is what she said to clarify. For anybody who cares to actually see the comments that sparked this post, here they are. Spent my entire adult life carrying weight. This is basically, she rewrote what we saw earlier from Hype News' video. She rewrote the tweet. She said, what I did not say is that everybody needs to wake up, that there was a problem to be fixed. I called it the truth that I personally don't like, which is my right. that the song needs to be boycotted because I don't believe that. She didn't say that. That was someone else's comment. Everybody's going to make the choices they want to make. What does boycotting have to do with it? So if you don't like my comments, at least don't like what I actually said instead of what somebody's telling you I said. I did not say that my rude awakening came from seeing people singing this song at the BET Awards. I didn't actually watch the BET Awards. So that was part one. And she added, I had to do a separate screenshot. Clarity. As a person who really thought we were supposed to be working toward world peace, I really had to recalibrate. I don't think humanity is meant for peace. The rude awakening I speak of came over the last 6 years. I learned that it is not my place to help anybody do anything. It is only my place to be myself. And I'm always going to do that. Do I like this song? No. Does it matter if I like it? No. Do I need for you to like it? Do I need to like for you to like it? No. I guess she's saying, do I need to like it for you to like it? No. I will not be addressing this again. If you want to hear my real thoughts, they're on my Substack. This whole thing, like, it also begs the question because I was seeing a lot of people comparing this to like R. Kelly. Like, y'all want to defend everything. You're defending R. Kelly, but and it just brings to mind this age-old debate about separating art from the artist because it's not Young Miami's responsibility to create music for us. As much, how can I put it? Like, being married to someone who writes music, makes music, I have really just changed my perception because I used to be one of those people that felt like the artist does have a responsibility. Art is not just art, but I think that takes away what art truly is for a person, and it is a form of expression. And you can't put your beliefs on how a person chooses to express themselves. And perfect example, my husband is working on a project, T, and he has a song on there where he's talking about a stage in our relationship before we got married when it was toxic. And I don't like the song. I mean, I like it, but I be telling him I don't like it. Like, I like it, but I don't like it at the same time, but I like it, like I'm not mad at the song because he's writing about what really happened for his perspective. Just because I was involved in it doesn't mean that he can't say his version or express himself through his music, talking about this song, talking about that situation and making it catchy and doing whatever he wants to do with it creatively, his perspective on it. That's for him. Whether I like it or not, I can't say, yeah, you can make music, but you can't talk about me if I don't like it. That's not how creative expression works. It is a person's truth. And Young Miami's truth is scamming. And somebody else pointed out, like, her mom went to jail for this. Like, her mom, I don't know if she went to jail for scamming, but like her mom was involved in some type of criminal stuff. Her mom was in jail. So they're saying, like, she came up like this. This is her truth. That doesn't mean that she's telling you to go. I mean, the song kind of it's promoting it, but it's still something that is true for her. So while we don't like it, do we really have a right to say you have to make music that we like? We could just choose not to listen to it and be okay with it. And it never enters our world because at the end of the day, if you want to bring in the children, that's a parenting thing. It is not a musician's job to parent your kids. Now, at the same time, I'm not saying make terrible music because music does influence people. Music influences culture. I just feel if I was a musician, I would want to talk about good things. I would want to educate. I would want to empower. That's what I try to do with my content. But that's me. The next person, it may not be that way. And I can't get in my feelings because they're not. And so that's what I feel like people are missing in this situation. Yeah, say your piece, but it is what it is. This has been going on. Now, this is also why you should not elevate celebrities, entertainers. They shouldn't be your representatives for your community. Going back to D1's thing, like, he feels called and led to make a certain type of music. So that's what he should do. I just think if we focus on our assignment and not really jumping on every opportunity to criticize somebody else for what they're doing and what they're not doing, the world would be a better place. Be the good that you want to see, and it will drown out. There is nothing more powerful than love. We can create that. Don't get into an argument online with a stranger because they have a different viewpoint. You're not gonna change their mind. We change minds by what we do, not what we say, and definitely not in no argument. And then you exchanging insults. That's not helpful either. So all I'm saying is, yes, I think music should have meaning. It should be progressive for our community, but at the same time, people got a right to create what they want. Just don't consume it. Don't engage with it. Don't let your children listen to it. Because at the end of the day, these kids hearing this and able to sing it word for word because their parents allowed them to listen to it. Back in the day, my mama Lisa, she was not playing it. I couldn't even watch Martin. I couldn't watch The Simpsons. That's why I love, like, surprisingly, she would let us watch MTV. Like, I loved TRL and 106 and Park. I've talked about that, how it shaped what I wanted to do for a career. Seeing Lala and Ananda and Free, like, I wanted to be like them. But my mama didn't play it. Like, I would never sing no song cursing. I don't even curse in front of my mama, and I'm 38. You know, so it's a parenting thing. That said, going back to my other point, we shouldn't be elevating entertainers. They don't speak for us. And Malcolm X taught us about this decades ago. That if you crazy if you let your entertainers lead you and you're looking to them to be some shining example. So that's the Black community's fault for allowing these people to be elevated and have more importance and influence in their households and in their everyday life than they should. But also, some people are saying this is an agenda. It's an agenda. They're pushing an agenda. And some people are saying India Arie has all these internalized misogyny and all this. And when it comes to agenda, if we're going to talk agenda, then you got to look at the money. Who owns the music industry? Who owns these labels? Remember the Epstein files, and Jay-Z's name came up. He's looked at by the elite and the people that really got the power as someone who can control the Black community. So a lot of these artists are puppets. And when you know to play, you just don't get, I don't get up in arms about it. When I heard it, my husband was talking about how catchy it was, and I'm like, it's trash to me. And he like, you know, it sounds good. Okay, it's catchy, but I just don't want to hear that. That's just me. I don't want to hear that. I don't want kids hear that, and I'm not gonna let them hear that. But you know, to each his own. We gotta be okay with disagreeing and moving on, because life goes on. The powers that be want us at each other's throat every time we turn around, especially Black people. And I just hate, like, all of our dirty laundry and the worst of the worst is amplified, and it's amplified by us. And we just got to get back to being in person, having these conversations in person, having safe spaces and communities where we're talking about how we're raising our kids. It's just a lot that we need to do as a community and rein some things in. And music and culture, not culture in the sense of Black culture, but like world culture, American culture, what we see as normal, that it's going down in the dumps. And you have to, I learned this when I was kind of going through my mental health, my healing journey, that before I am anything to this world, my work starts at home as a mother and a wife. Like, if I can't be out here telling nobody else what to do, how to run their life, I got to worry about what's inside my household. And I think that that's what everybody just needs to do. And this stuff won't seem like such a big deal. Like, all this back and forth online is making this stuff seem. But I thank y'all so much for watching this. Thank you for being part of my Patreon community. If you are watching this video on YouTube, this is part of a bigger show that happens every week over on Patreon for paid members and free members. You don't even have to pay to see the episode. So go ahead, sign up so you don't miss the next one, because I don't always share my clips here on YouTube. Some of them I keep, I keep for my people over there on Patreon. But thank you all for watching. Love y'all. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you aren't already. All of the resource links are in the description box. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace. Did you enjoy this clip? You can watch the full episode of Tell Me More on Patreon. Full episodes are available for both paid and free members. All you have to do is click the link in the description box to join and watch. See you there.